The other day, two friends and I decided to visit the Ambuluwawa Tower in Gampola, that's 3,500 feet above sea level. And I'm glad we did, because now I get to share that journey with you. The tower stands on an isolated mountain in the central province with no other mountains around it, which gives you a killer view of the entire area. We were hoping to catch the sunrise from the top of the tower, but that's not really possible considering how they only let you in after 8 a.m. We did, however, have very good company while we waited for the gates to open. A lot of websites I visited say entrance is free, but it's not. Tickets were 50 rupees per person and you pay another 100 rupees to take your car in. The top of the mountain is about 3 kilometers from the entrance. You can drive your vehicle for about half that distance, but it starts to get very steep after that, and the staff insist you either walk the rest of the way or take a tuk-tuk that'll cost you around 300 rupees to go to the top. Now, the tuk-tuk driver might insist on making an up and down payment of 600 rupees, but if you want my advice, just take a one-way ride to the top. I'll tell you why towards the end of the video. So I'm here at the Ambuluwawa Temple / tower, and we're going to climb this in just a second. I'm going to show you the view here. Look at that. That is Gampola town. We're just about 5 to 10 kilometers away from Gampola town. It's beautiful. This isn't necessarily just a temple. They have a Corville and a mosque here as well, and different other shrines that you can pay your respects to. This location can be introduced as the first multi-religious center and biodiversity complex of Sri Lanka. People from all religions come here and is a symbol of harmony and the humanity of the country. This tower, of course, is the highlight. Let's go see how that goes. The tower is the main attraction here. It's 48 meters tall, and you start by climbing steps from the inside. That's very reminiscent of the inside of a lighthouse, if you ask me. Once you get to the halfway point, the spiral staircase starts encircling the outside of the tower. But be warned, the stairway gets very steep and narrow. Oh, God. Oh, what am I doing? You get to a point where you have to lean against the wall and climb, and even have to somehow wiggle and make room for people coming down the steps from the top. It's a little bit scary, but the view is so worth it. The 360-degree view, once you get to the outside steps, is breathtaking. A misty, cool breeze hits your face even if it's sunny, and the stunning views of the surrounding mountains and valleys is sure to leave you spellbound. They say that you can see Pidrutalagal in the east, Bible Rock in the west, Adams Peak in the south, and Knuckles Range in the north. A lot of families visit too, but personally, I wouldn't recommend taking small kids up past the halfway point on the tower. Unfortunately, it looks like some people who visit this tower don't seem very concerned about preserving it. I noticed quite a lot of vandalism on the walls and hundreds of leftover plastic bottles and wrappers just lying on the ground. So if there's one thing I want you to remember when visiting this location, would be to help take better care of it, so anyone who comes after you can witness its beauty too. Maybe set an example by carrying some of the plastic bottles down with you to be discarded properly. Remember how I said to only pay for the tuk ride up here? Well, that's because I highly recommend walking down from the temple than taking a tuk. It'll give you the chance to appreciate the rich biodiversity here, comprising of a large population of beautiful fauna and flora. Plus, the walk will give you the chance to say hello to a few friendly dogs.
Hi, honey.
And a few not-so-friendly ponies as well.
Okay, I'm sorry.